Hello everybody, how are you doing? Welcome back to Man City Unplugged, your very own Man City fan channel. It's sporting away. I mean, we are away in Lisbon to Sporting CP, and it's difficult. I mean, the fixture's difficult. Ruben Amorim, the new coach. So a lot of Manchester United fans will be watching this with very intriguing eyes, with very curious eyes, I must say. So I mean the lineup in itself is a testimony to the problems that Pep Guardiola is facing here. I mean you look at the defense. John Stones is out, Ruben Diaz is out. Pep told that Ake is not fit. Probably Kyle Walker was also not fit against Bournemouth. I mean Walker being skipped past by Semenyo and stuff. I just absolutely could not believe it, to be honest. So Simpson Pusse is starting. Let's call him Simpson. So Simpson starting. Uh, I mean, it's interesting. I mean, it was interesting that Pep Guardiola. I mean, of course, there's so many defenders, and Pep wouldn't have dreamed that everyone will get injured. But Callum Doyle is just killing it up in the championship. He's got 5 assists and a goal in 8-9 games, I think, in the championship, which is awesome. And Callum Doyle, he reminds me of another John Stones in terms of his ability on the ball, in terms of his way to dribble in tight spaces and stuff. And in goal scoring prowess, he reminds me of Josko Guardi also. It's a shame we do not have Callum Doyle with us this season and he's out on loan. So that is actually a bit interesting for me. Callum Doyle. I mean, since 2 years, I've been talking about how Callum Doyle is actually been breaking it up in the youth leagues and in the loan spells and stuff. But yeah, one thing's clear. One thing's absolutely clear. We are like, filled with injuries. Glad that we have Matthews Nunes. Otherwise, we would not have anyone to fill on in the left wing. To be honest, Doku is out injured. Grealish, it seems, is a long-term injury. To be honest, so I guess Matthews Nunes, and I mean for a while after I saw the squad, I was excited. I thought Foden and Nunes will play on the inside and Bernardo right wing, Savinho left wing, but all those were short-lived. Savinho is playing on the right, Nunes on the left, and Foden and Bernardo in the center. I mean, I was very impressed by Simpson when I've seen him against Spurs. He came on and he had to, defend large spaces against Dominic Solanke and Brennan Johnson and people like that in the Carabao Cup, and he was just so calm. He was brilliant on the ball. His line splitting passes reminded me of Laporte to an extent, and I'm comparing it too much, but Simpson is an excellent talent. He has pace. Will be very interesting to see tough away day at Lisbon. If he can do it here, I think the lad's got great future there because we are looking for defensive reinforcements in the summer. We are looking for Manuel Akanji's getting on the wrong side of 30, and Kyle Walker's not exactly young. John Stones is always injury driven, injury ridden. So it's actually interesting with these young defenders coming through. To be honest, there's 12 minutes for the game to start. I was just thinking about City's injury problems. Now we lost to Bournemouth and we bloody lost to Bournemouth, and everyone was like, the league's done and kind of stuff. City are now the City season is over. City are gonna go to waste and all of those things. To be honest, and I think it was a bit of an overboard reaction by the fans as well after that Bournemouth defeat. I know in the split of the moment it is like because on another day Erling Haaland should have scored at the very end, and maybe Jeremy Doku catch. catches the goalkeeper out at the far post. Phil Foden's effort would have actually gone inside. It just whistled wide. Foden had two, three cutting edge chances in that match. On another day, we win that Bournemouth match 4-2, 5-2. So I mean, in fact, मैं तो Southampton match से ज़्यादा disappointed था to be honest क्योंकि Southampton एक भी I think एक भी जीतना ही था before playing us and हम तो struggle कर रहे थे at 1-0 we were unable to get the second goal मैं तो Wolves की मैच से of course John Stones का winner तो excitement था पर मैं तो Wolves की मैच पे भी it was काफी disappointed था क्योंकि Wolves का एक भी पॉइंट नहीं था उस टाइम पे and we were absolutely struggling there 2-1 down क्या कर रहे थे हम I think the Bournemouth match was in fact more encouraging to be honest than all of the matches. वो फुलम का मैच क्या था बस अगर इंस्टेड ऑफ आडामा ट्राई हो रहे एंटोनी सेमेन्यो रहता तो वो चांसेस हम तो 5-1 हो जाते फर्स्ट हाफ पे 5-1 हो जाते हम फुलम मैच काफी खराब था वोल्स का मैच खराब था 10 मैन आर्सेनल को हराना था वॉट एवर बी द सर्कमस्टांसेस कोई एक्सक्यूज नहीं था न्यू कैसल उस दिन अगर आप बिना गोलकीपर के खुला छोड़ दो ना गोल फिर भी गोल मार नहीं सकते थे दे वर सो बैड और हमने जाके क्या किया एंटनी गॉर्डन को ब्लडी पेनल्टी दे दिया क्यों एक बूढ़ा काइल वॉकर डिसाइड करता है मैं ऑफसाइड ट्रैप नहीं खेलूंगा क्योंकि मेरे अंदर और भी पेस है बहुत सारा पेस बाकी है आई मीन न्यू कैसल खराब लगा आई मीन आप ये पहली 10 मैचेस का राउंड को देख लो तो आई एक्चुअली थिंक बॉर्नमथ बॉर्नमथ हमारा काफी improved performance था in that set of the first 10 matches so I think it was just काफी overreaction the fans पे that's all it was bloody so much of an overreaction from the fans और हम ये भूल रहे थे कि पेप ग्वार्डियोला और सिटी ने मतलब हमने कोर्स विदाउट फैंस कोई फुटबॉल टीम कंप्लीट नहीं होता तो हमने 6 दिसंबर आई थिंक वाज एस उनाई एमरी एस्टन विला वाज द लास्ट टाइम वी लॉस्ट उसके बाद एक भी मैच नहीं आ रहा आई थिंक इट्स ऑलमोस्ट एन ईयर एंड पूरे ईयर में आई थिंक हमने 4 ड्रॉस किए बस आफ्टर 6 दिसंबर वी जस्ट हैड 4 ड्रॉस one with Arsenal one with one with Chelsea, one with Newcastle, and again Arsenal again this season. 4 draws थे बस in the 32 matches, and we won bloody 27 of them, 28 of them in fact, 4 draws. You know how many points that will get you? We were on course for 99 points. That was our incredible form. 6 December से unbeaten, 32 matches. I mean, सब लोग बॉर्नमथ के हार को देख रहे थे ठीक है हार गए बॉर्नमथ के टीम के साथ हारना नहीं था एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट पर अब उसके पहले 30 मैचेस भी देखो ना 30 मैचेस अनबीटन कौन सा ऐसा टीम है यूरोप में रियल मैड्रिड नहीं है बार्सिलोना नहीं है बायर्न भी नहीं करता ये बुंडेसलीगा में पीएसजी भी नहीं करता ये वो फ्रेंच लीग में यूवेंटस भी नहीं करा ये जब वो 5-6 टाइटल जीते थे अंडर एंटोनियो कॉन्टे एंड एलेगरी बैक टू बैक 32 मैचेस अनबीटन नो डिफीट इन द लीग्स फॉर 1 ईयर कौन सी टीम करता है ये सो instead of just mourning over that Bournemouth loss and stuff I think we need to remember it in the larger context कि 32 मैचेस अनबीटन है चैंपियंस लीग में 4 साल से होम में हमें कोई नहीं हरा है I mean, all of these records, I think we take it lightly. जब Pep Guardiola जाएगा, I think that is when we'll realize the importance of all of this. हमें तब पता चलेगा कि हम क्या मिस कर रहे थे. हम सब तब होश में आएंगे कि हम एक generational manager के अंदर खेल रहे थे. I know we need to be disappointed with that Bournemouth loss, पर मैं कुछ फैंस को देख रहा हूँ पूरा सीजन पे डिसअपॉइंटेड है। हाँ लिवरपूल देखो कितना अहेड है लिवरपूल, 2 2 पॉइंट। हमने 10 10 पॉइंट चेस किए, 10 10 पॉइंट चेस किए जनवरी और फरवरी के एंड में, जनवरी फरवरी की स्टार्टिंग में। We are behind 7 10 points, and still we actually chase teams down. हम अतीत को भूल रहे हैं। We are not giving enough respect to what we have achieved in the last 7 years. 6 titles in 7 years is not normal. It's extraordinary. 4 Carabao Cups in a row is not normal. An FA Cup campaign without conceding a single goal from open play is not normal. Winning a treble in this packed schedule is not normal. Pep Guardiola के अंदर हम जो भी के winning 100 points with Fabian Delph is not normal, at left back is not normal. Defeating the Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool team and winning the title in the 2021 campaign without a recognized centre forward is not normal. Winning a title after being 2-0 down with 20 minutes to go is not normal. जो भी हम अचीव किए पेप गुआर्डियोला के अंदर in the last 8 years, nothing's normal, everything's generational. हम एक generational टीम को देख रहे हैं, so I think we must enjoy the team more rather than be grumpy towards the team. ये पल फिर वापस नहीं आने वाला है। जैसे बार्सिलोना का, बहुत लोग बार्सा फैंस सोचे 2008 2012 वो जो स्पेल था पेप गुआर्डियोला के अंदर, बहुत बार्सा फैंस सोचे बार्सिलोना है फिर से खेलेंगे हम। क्या बार्सिलोना फिर से खेल पाई वो ब्यूटीफुल फुटबॉल फ्रॉम 2008 to 2012? नो, दे कुड नॉट, टू बी ऑनेस्ट। क्या ठीक है, बायर्न म्यूनिख ने हैंसी फ्लिक के अंदर ट्रेबल जीता है वो सब, पर पेप गुआर्डियोला के अंदर वो 13 से 15 तक जो भी फुटबॉल खेली बायर्न म्यूनिख ने, दैट ब्यूटीफुल फुटबॉल विनिंग द बुंडेसलीगा by December and all of that, क्या बायर्न म्यूनिख खेल रही है ये? और and it's like Bundesliga supposed to be easy, then why did Bayern Munich lose? क्यों हार गए बायर्न लेवरकुसेन के साथ? बुंडेसलीगा तो कोई भी जीत सकता है। That's what everyone was telling. तो जो भी पेप गुआर्डियोला कर रहा है, that's not normal. Let us just enjoy the beautiful football. Yes, we will be disappointed, but what is not allowed is it's not allowed to be grumpy and say that season khatam, Pep Guardiola khatam, and all of those things. नहीं, इस टीम का हर एक पल जिएंगे। अभी पता नहीं कि पेप गुआर्डियोला कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एक्सटेंड करेगा या कि नहीं। I think we'll get to know it for sure in this international break. So अभी बहुत सारे ऐसे फैक्टर्स हैंगिंग है on the team. So I mean we do not know until when Pep will last, until when this generational team will last. क्योंकि आप मिडफील्ड को देखो, केविन डी ब्रुयने, बर्नार्डो सिल्वा, इकाई गुंडोगन, ये ऐसे नाम है कि ये आप अगर गिनती करोगे वन ऑफ द बेस्ट मिडफील्डर्स इन द प्रीमियर लीग, ये सब नाम होंगे, मे बी नॉट इन द टॉप 10, गुंडोगन, बर्नार्डो सिल्वा, but they'll be there in one of some of the greats who have you know who have played in the Premier League. तो एंजॉय करेंगे। गुंडोगन लास्ट सीजन, आई थिंक बर्नार्डो सिल्वा यू डोंट नो आफ्टर दिस सीजन, केविन डी ब्रुयने definitely looks like the last season. So let us enjoy these legends और इस ट्रांजिशन, अभी क्लब ट्रांजिशन में है। मैं ये नहीं बोल रहा हूँ कि टाइटल छोड़ दो एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट, क्लब ट्रांजिशन में अभी, एंड आई थिंक वी नीड टू bloody acknowledge that. So मैं काफी disappointed था in fact when a lot of fans on social media and stuff were being grumpy about the way about grumpy after City lost, and they were telling season's over, now give the title to Arsenal, Liverpool, this and that. डिसअपॉइंटमेंट होंगे भाई, पर टाइटल कैसे कंसीड कर देंगे? लास्ट मोमेंट तक लड़ेंगे। प्राइड इन बैटल इज व्हाट दिस क्लब एक्चुअली मूव्स ऑन to be honest. It's a German ref. As the German ref है. Guardiol, Simpson, Pose, Akanji, Lewis, Kovacic holding that midfield. यार Kovacic तो हो नहीं पा रहा midfield अकेला होल्ड करना. मैं सोचा था न्यूनियस को मे बी खिलाएंगे इन दैट सेंट्रल मिडफील्ड रोल, पर न्यूनियस तो लेफ्ट विंग, अभी विंगर्स भी नहीं है लेफ्ट विंगर्स पर. पता नहीं क्यों न्यूनियस को मिडल ऑफ द फील्ड ट्रस्ट नहीं कर रहा पैप. When Matthews Nunes came through in the sporting side playing in the middle of midfield, तो पता नहीं न्यूनियस का, I know he's done well in the left wing, पर पता नहीं न्यूनियस. मैंने ऐसे मैचेस देखे अगेंस्ट मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड, अगेंस्ट चेल्सी एंड ऑल, जब वोल्स पे था न्यूनियस अकेला मिडफील्ड रन कर रहा था एट वोल्स अगेंस्ट द बिग सिक्स. I've seen many matches. आई थिंक न्यूनियस के अंदर ना फिजिकलिटी है काउंटर अटैक्स को ये करने का, रोकने का. सो आई डोंट नो भाई, मुझे पता नहीं चल रहा कि न्यूनेस को आप लेफ्ट विंग विंग पे क्यों खिला रहे हैं. शायद पेप का थिंकिंग अलग है, क्योंकि हम सब ने नहीं सोचा था कि यॉस्को ग्वार्डियोल आप 100 मिलियन पे सेंटर बैक खरीदो और लेफ्ट लेफ्ट बैक बना दो उसे. है कुडोस टू पेप. सो पता नहीं न्यूनेस के साथ क्या चल रहा है पेप के दिमाग में, पर वी नीड समवन. देखो बॉर्नमouth की मैच हारने का वजह एक ही है. हमारा मिडफील्ड क्या था, कोवासिच, इकाई गुंडोगन, प्रोबेबली बर्नार्डो सिल्वा, फोर्डन वाइट खेल रहा था. आई मीन एनर्जी नहीं था मिडफील्ड पे, फिजिकलिटी नहीं था. कोवासिच इज Kovacic is not someone who can stop counter attack. Single reason why we lost against Bournemouth. तो तो I think वो प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करना पड़ेगा until January the 2nd or whenever the window opens. PKMCFC is here. Hey PKMCFC, how are you doing? Says hi bro. Hope you and your family are doing well. Come on City. Yes, yes, everyone's very good. PKMCFC, how are you doing bro? How are you doing mate? And what do you think of Cameron, I mean Simpson Pussy in the starting lineup? I was impressed with him against Spurs. A lot of United fans will actually be watching this to be honest. Ruben Amorim will come to the Premier League though. तो I mean मैच तो काफी इंटरेस्टिंग रहेगा, इजी नहीं होने वाला है स्पोर्टिंग. PKMCFC says Nunes doesn't have the close control needed for City. Of course he can improve. True. पर I mean मैं सोचता हूँ अब कोवासिच, न्यूनियस, इट्स अ कॉर्नर एंड मे बी अ चांस फॉर सिटी. नहीं, मैं सोचता हूँ अब कोवासिच, न्यूनियस और फोर्डन को खिलाओ, या फिर गुंडोगन को सॉरी डोब्राइना को खिलाओ, हुएवर. पर अब कोवासिच और न्यूनियस को खिलाओ तो आई थिंक वो जो आप काउंटर अटैक्स कंसीड कर रहे हैं मिडिल ऑफ द पिच से, वो तो बंद हो जाएगा. सो बिकॉज हमारा हमारा बड़ा प्रॉब्लम ये है कि हम फिजिकलिटी नहीं है मिडिल ऑफ द पिच में. वंडरफुल बॉल बाय कैमरॉन सिम्पसन पुसी. ग्रेट आइडिया. पास थोड़े से रहेगा पर ग्रेट आइडिया फ्रॉम द यंगस्टर. क्योंकि जब रोड्री खेलता है ना, रोड्री का दिमाग कैसे चलता है कि where do I have to be if you lose it, where do I have to be if you lose it, what should be my position if I lose it. तो वो हमेशा where should I be if I lose it, तो हमेशा वो थॉट चलता रहता है. पर कोवासिच का क्या रहता है कि मैं ड्राइव कैसे करूं बॉल पे. तो कोवासिच कुछ ज्यादा ही अटैक माइंडेड प्लेयर है. वो ना बॉल लूज करने का सिनेरियो को इमेजिन नहीं कर पाता जैसे रॉड्री करता है. तो आई थिंक दैट इज वेयर वी आर कंसीडिंग सो मेनी काउंटर अटैक्स. अब कोवासिच का गेम देखो एंड इट्स ऑलवेज हाउ डू आई मूव द बॉल फॉरवर्ड, बट रॉड्री इज how do I position myself to cover the worst case scenario. तो आई थिंक न्यूनियस का वो डिफेंसिव माइंडसेट है कि कैसे मैं कवर करूँ if I lose the ball. So that is why I wanted Nunez in the middle of the pitch. PKMCFC says I'm doing good too. That's great, bro. PKMCFC says okay, I will tell you. I heard someone say in one stream, maybe LB. Imagine Nunez receiving a ball from Eddie and making a half turn towards the mid third. It It gives nightmares. I mean, that's true. It gives nightmares. I think you can actually cover that up with a Kovacic and Nunez pivot. I think it's always that Matthews Nunez in the box and Erling Haaland, Erling Haaland. I think there are ways to cover it up. There are absolutely ways to cover it up. Like for example, Rico Lewis steps inside in a build up with both the centre backs split wide. तो आप एडी से रिको लुइस रिसीव करेगा एंड देन रिको लुइस विल देन गिव इट टू मैथ्यूज न्यूनियस एंड देन न्यूनियस कैन प्रोग्रेस द बॉल फॉरवर्ड ये हो रहा था अगेंस्ट लिवरपूल लिवरपूल का 2-3 सीजन पहले लिवरपूल का प्रेसिंग इतना इंटेंस था साला साडियो माने एंड ऑल ऑफ दोस पीपल फिल फोर्डन विद द कॉर्नर बहुत अच्छा कॉर्नर है एंड गुड टेक फ्रॉम द स्पोर्टिंग कीपर so Salah, Mane, Firmino, they were one of the best front three in terms of pressing. So Rodri was not able to receive the ball from Anderson. The Bernardo Silva aata tha to help Rodri. Phil Foden clinches it high up. Has to. What a goal! Wow! Phil Foden! Stop Foden, Iniesta! क्या गोल था यार! Phil Foden, come on man, love you! क्या मारा यार वॉली Phil Foden! और इसे हम डाउट कर रहे थे अगेंस्ट बॉर्नमथ केस अब बॉर्नमथ के साथ ऐसे चांसेस कैसे मिस करा मुझे पता फिल फोर्डन को इजी चांसेस लेने में मजा नहीं आता फोर्डन डज नॉट एंजॉय इजी चांसेस व्हाट अ हिट दैट इज व्हाट अ ब्लडी हिट दैट इज फ्रॉम फिल फोर्डन और क्या प्रेसिंग थी this is wonderful pressing from City. Look at Foden. Foden wins the ball. Foden takes the ball and Foden strikes the ball. Foden strikes the ball at the near post. What a strike that is. It was a strike full of venom. Kya goal tha yaar from Phil Foden. Woo! Come on City. Come on. अब देखे मजा लो यूनाइटेड फैंस आपका रूबन एमोरम यूनाइटेड फैंस बोल रहे थे एमोरम विल डिफीट सिटी टुडे एंड ही विल प्रूव टू बी अनदर Alex Ferguson ने बोला not in my lifetime it's every bloody fucking time enjoy करो यूनाइटेड फैंस रेड हाफ के सालो enjoy करो that was a wonderful goal. So PKMCFC वो क्या होता था लिवरपूल के साथ I think if you remember those duels 2018 2019 that was peak Liverpool team with Salah Firmino and Mane and they were like insane press especially Firmino and Mane with Wijnaldum in the center of the midfield so Ederson and Rodri was not able to withstand the pressure so you can see the pressure which Firmino would put so Bernardo Silva आ जाता था midfield पे to help out Rodri to form a double pivot, and that's how they would progress the ball. So I think it's essentially not a you. The CDM does not always have to need a quality to play out of pressure. So I think Rico Lewis is one of the best press resistant players I have seen. So Rico Lewis invert हो सकता है midfield से, sorry fullback position से, and then he can take the ball out of pressure, give it to Nunez in central midfield, and then we can progress it like that. Kovacic strike. Ah, that was just so. So I think Nunez in midfield is definitely possible. Nunez in midfield is definitely possible. And Nunez इतना बुरा भी नहीं है. Nunez is a good dribbler, but I know in those tight situations you have to be exactly precise. So I think it can be done using Rico Lewis or Bernardo Silva, someone helping Nunez out in that pivot position. Savinho strike. नहीं स्ट्राइक नहीं मारा रिको लुइस फिल फोर्डन रिको लुइस बर्नार्डो सिल्वा मैं यही देखना चाहता था काउंटर पे हमारा रिएक्शन कैसे होगा आज इट्स वेरी गुड हैविंग द बॉल because Victor Gyökeres is through the sporting strikers actually through was he offside no there was no flag देखो ये सिचुएशंस है अभी अभी गायकोरेज में थ्रू थ्रू गया गायकोरेज, तो ये सिचुएशन जब ब्रॉडरी होता था नहीं होता था, यू सी द पोजिशनिंग ऑफ कोवासिच देयर, that is the reason why I want someone more, a bit more defensive minded. Savinho, Savinho does extremely well. He cannot connect with Erling Haaland there. I don't know how Victor Gyökeres just went through there. VKMCFC says Kovan ball makes me shiver. Rodri is so working good. It's ridiculous. Rodri is not the best in terms of Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland. Almost, but what a finish that was by Erling Haaland. I think Haaland को eyes देना था कीपर को. Deceive the keeper जैसे फोर्डन ने किया. Go hard on the left foot at the near post. Haaland को eyes देना था कीपर को. I think the keeper sort of expected the curl on the far post. Haaland को eyes देना था. Wrong finish. Rico Lewis lost the ball there. और कोवासिच का देखो, पोजिशनिंग देखो कोवासिच का, nothing's lost because Kovacic was maybe there in the position to recover the ball, but he just couldn't make the necessary defensive action. If you go back there when Sporting went through on goal, so वो missing है. My God, the keeper got wrong footed. So yeah, I mean, keeper को ice दे दिया फोर्डन ने. I mean, फोर्डन was like, कीपर एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा था वो फार पोस्ट जाएगा, फोर्डन ने नियर पोस्ट काम किया था. स्पीड, आई मीन, the keeper anyway could not have saved it. I thought the power on the shot was just freaking good. PKMCF says yes, Rodri needed assistance, but the amount he has improved is crazy. But Fernandinho was beyond world class at that time. We need a strong six so that we can accommodate the likes of Nunez or McAtee. Some names you have. PKMCF कुछ names है. I mean, apart from Zubimendi, because Zubimendi तो सबको चाहिए Zubimendi, and I think Zubimendi is the only human close to Rodri right now. But apart from Zubimendi, because I mean, I think Telegraph या Mirror ने report किया आज कि City have 100 million pounds to spend in the January transfer window, and City are targeting two big signings in the January transfer window. Hugo Viana, the new sporting director, is being tasked to do those signings. So January पे तो City जा रही है signings पे. It's just that who we get. Subimendi would be the perfect one. I think an easier one be क्योंकि what a ball by Kovacic. क्या ball है by Kovacic. Great touch there by Savinho, but Rico Lewis, क्या touch था यार. Savinho Mahrez का याद दिला दिया Savinho ने उस touch से. Wow, क्या touch था Savinho का. This is just wonderful. बस final pass complete नहीं कर पाया. Nunez was there to hit. Now I meant Rodri on the turn after receiving the ball from the keeper and the comfort on possession. It just seems like that I do not think Rodri is. I don't think Rodri is the best in the world in terms of he is very good, but he's not the best in the world in terms of taking the ball on the half turn under pressure. आप इंटर का मैच देखो, पीके एमसीएफ से इंटर का मैच देखो. इंटर का मैच में क्या, आई मीन नॉट दिस ईयर बट चैंपियंस लीग फाइनल में इंटर का मैच में डायमंड खिला दिया. आई थिंक इट वाज अ 3-4-3 विद अ 4 डायमंड इन द मिडिल. तो दोनों Rico Lewis there, good touch from Rico Lewis. Kovacic, Ederson. Rico Lewis does absolutely well in taking the ball under pressure. तो रॉड्री को ऑलमोस्ट दो लोग मार्क कर रहे थे. व्हाई डिड वी स्ट्रगल इन द चैंपियंस लीग फाइनल? इफ यू सी, इवन इन द सेकंड हाफ हम स्ट्रगल कर रहे थे. इन टर्म्स ऑफ चांसेस क्रिएटेड, दैट वाज प्रोबब्ली अ वर्स्ट मैच ऑफ द कैंपेन. क्यों स्ट्रगल कर रहे थे? रॉड्री वाज टाइटली मार्क्ड एंड we just could not go through him. I mean, alternatives ढूंढने पड़े. We were going through the left back, we were going through the right back, and all of those things. We were trying to go long a few times. So I think Rodri is not the best in terms of, मैं बोलता हूँ Bernardo Silva, people like Bernardo Silva, Gundogan at his absolute prime. Think they are some of the best players. Even Rico Lewis I've seen in terms of taking the ball under pressure on half turn. That is almost a great ball there. But Rodri's strength is Rodrigo's strength is positioning. Rodri's strength is his intelligence of the game. Busquets का जो strength था. Savinho. Ah. So that was Rodri's strength. That is Rodri's strength, to be honest. Because he's not the quickest across the pitch. It's not absolutely the physical. तो Rodri's strength क्या है? दिमाग. तो his positioning. Yes, he's very good on the ball, but he's not the best in terms of taking the ball out of position on the half turn. I think Stones Stones और अच्छा लेता है on the half turn and turning with the ball. पर Stones का अपने weakness है which we can talk about maybe later. अब देखो बर्नार्डो सिल्वा आ रहा है बॉल लेने के लिए. आई मीन स्पोर्टिंग प्ले इन नैरो नैरो फ्रंट थ्री और कैसे प्रेस कर रहे हैं देखो बर्नार्डो सिल्वा को. दे हैव ट्राइड प्रेसिंग एंड दे हैव स्टॉप्ड हिम. लुक एट इट. दो तीन लोग प्रेस कर रहे हैं ठीक है बॉल दे दिया बट इन जनरली three people and they're not able to do anything to Bernardo Silva. A great ball. Erling Haaland is in. Erling. हमेशा बोलते बॉल्स नहीं देते अब तो दो चांसेस दिए दो गोल्स होने चाहिए थे. अर्लिंग क्या बॉल था वो. योस्को ग्वार्डियोल शायद क्या ही बॉल था. Kova releases the ball a bit late, but PK himself I think Kovacic का वो गेम ही नहीं है ना भाई. क्या क्या शॉट था अर्लिंग हालैंड का. Kovacic का वो गेम ही Kovacic का वो गेम ही नहीं है. I think Kovacic is a ball progressor. Kovacic ball लेके बकता है. There are certain compilations on YouTube that's a master at beating the press. A master at beating the press. उस पे Bernardo Silva एक आता है. Phil Foden, wonderful turn, wonderful. Take the ball on the half turn. This is wonderful from Foden. Bernardo Silva loose pass. Bernardo. Cameron, Simpson Pussy. First cast, Simpson Pussy does extremely well. क्या defending है. One on one against Victor Gyökeres. I think maybe I might be wrong. It might be another player, but one-on-one क्या defend किया. Simpson Pussy. Wow, that is superb. Are they asking for a penalty? That's not a handball. Come on, that's such a close proximity there. Well done. He was watching the feet. वेल डन. कोवासिच का बॉल कैरियर है. कोवासिच का प्रेस को बीट करके बॉल लेके दौड़ता है. And PKM says just can you please guess the reason why Pep Guardiola got Kovacic? क्यों Pep Guardiola ने Kovacic को खासकर साइन किया? Can you just guess the reason? Write in the comments. That's a very interesting story. Write in the comments. Stones is really good at the ball releasing thing. We need someone like Zubi or Edison, and then Rodri's back. We can play as an 8 where he will be world class as well. Exactly. I think a lot of people think bringing Zubi Mandy in will mean what will he do when Rodri is fit, but वो बात नहीं है. I think Zubimendi and Rodri can play together as a pivot. Zubimendi is good in terms of releasing the ball as well, to be honest. Edison does very well there. Arao almost goes through, but Edison does very well. 16 minutes हो गए और chances were there for Erling Haaland to put this game beyond Sporting, to be honest. पर एक खास वजह था, एक खास रीजन था कि पेप ग्वार्डियोला ने कोवासिच को साइन किया. Season, if we can guess, it will be amazing. But Rodri is a complete package. No one comes close in that regard. Positioning, threading passes, making right turns, receiving the ball so good, and physicality is really good too. Rodri is, 8 out of 10 in terms. There are certain qualities. Is 10 out of 10 in terms of positioning and all. But Rodri is maximum 8 out of 10. There's no quality in Rodri that is below 8. In most of them is 8 out of 10, which is bordering between very good and excellent. So Rodri is definitely the complete package. For me, Rodri का तुलना अगर हम करें ना बुस्केट्स जाबी अलोंसो मीन उन लोग से करेंगे when you're speaking of someone in that league मैथियस जो 1990 में बैलन डॉर जीता it was the last CDM to win a Ballon d'Or. I mean, Rodri का तुलना ना उन लोग से करेंगे. So I just think there's no doubt that Rodri is the best CDM. N'Golo Kante कुछ लोग बोलेंगे, but for me, I think already Rodri is the best CDM the Premier League has ever seen. Premier League में बहुत अच्छे CDMs थे, Patrick Vieira, Roy Keane, N'Golo Kante, but Rodri is the best. Xabi Alonso भी खेला था Premier League में. Rodri is the best. He's just circulating the ball back there. Kova has to be able to thread the ball better. He's very mediocre at that. At times, the passes are underhit too. We need quality in our midfield to complement the likes of Rodri और PKMCFC. वो जो passes थे ना, वो जो crosses थे ना, Rodri देता था, वो switch off play जो करता था Rodri. That that thing which used to be awesome. Rodri ball लेता था एक side पे, switch off play to Walker to Foden, or Rodri to Foden on the right wing, Foden to Haaland, goal. Rodri to Mahrez to our striker, goal. वो जो स्विच ऑफ प्ले ना that was excellent. और कोवासिच स्विच ऑफ प्ले करता ही नहीं, तो बहुत ज्यादा प्रेडिक्टेबल है. अगर कोवासिच के पास बॉल है ना, आप कंप्रेस कर सकते हो एक साइड ऑफ द फील्ड पे, क्योंकि आपको पता है स्विच ऑफ प्ले होगा ही नहीं. अगर टीम में डुब्राइना नहीं है, रॉड्री नहीं है, तो आई डू नॉट सी एनीवन हु इज केपेबल ऑफ दैट स्विच ऑफ प्ले, who's capable of actually doing that switch of play. Matthews Nunes on the ball, offside. PKMCFC says yes, so ball carrying, but Koba was gonna be bought regardless of what Gundo's future was gonna be. We are only underwhelmed by Koba because many of us really thought he was Gundo's replacement, but that wasn't meant to be that way. I mean, I mean, पेप का ये है कि यस इट्स गोना. देखो पेप का ये है कि जब एक प्लेयर जाता है लाइक डेविड सिल्वा वेंट, हम ऐसे सोचते हैं क्योंकि हमें वो जनरली आदत है कि इसे लाइक फॉर लाइक रिप्लेस करेंगे. लाइक डेविड सिल्वा गया, उसका लाइक फॉर लाइक रिप्लेसमेंट हुआ? नो. फर्नांडिनो गया, उसका लाइक फॉर लाइक रिप्लेसमेंट हुआ? नो. रॉड्री इज अ कंप्लीटली डिफरेंट. Savinho pinches the ball there. Savinho pinches the ball there. This is wonderful from Savinho. What? This is superb pressing from Savinho there. Maybe thought कुछ ज़्यादा होगा, पर या पेप का ये है कि लाइक फॉर लाइक रिप्लेसमेंट नहीं करेगा पेप, क्योंकि पेप स्टैटिक्स आर ऑलवेज इवॉल्विंग. डेविड सिल्वा, फर्नांडिनो, सर्जियो अग्वेरो का भी लाइक फॉर लाइक रिप्लेसमेंट नहीं है. हालैंड इज अ डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ अ स्ट्राइकर, टू बी ऑनेस्ट. Great ball by Rico Lewis, fantastic ball by Rico Lewis. Matthews Nunez. Great ball by Josko Guardiola. Rico Lewis. Savinho, मारना, कॉल करना. जिरोना पे इतना अच्छा करता था. तो हमेशा पेप का ये रहता है कि अगर नेक्स्ट प्लेयर मैं साइन करूं तो अपना टैक्टिक्स कैसे इवॉल्व करूं. देखो जब गुंडोगन गया चैंपियंस लीग फाइनल के बाद, गुंडोगन वेंट राइट. आई मीन कुछ कुछ सिनेरियोज हुए एक दो मैचेस में, इंटर के साथ फाइनल में, और प्रीमियर लीग में जब हम यूनाइटेड के साथ खेले थे वो एफए कप में अ लिटिल बिट, एंड देन मोस्ट फोर्डन विद द कॉर्नर, यास्को ग्वार्डियोला. और यूनाइटेड का नहीं, सॉरी, चेल्सी के साथ और स्पर्स के साथ, स्पेशली चेल्सी के साथ और इंटर मिलान के साथ, दोनों मैनेजर्स ने क्या किया कि देवर कटिंग ऑफ द पासिंग लेन्स टू रॉड्री. चेल्सी के मैच में गैलेगर रॉड्री को प्रेस करता था और पासिंग लेन्स कट ऑफ कर देता था, एंड ऑल ऑफ दोस थिंग्स. तो प्रोग्रेशन नहीं हो पा रहा था थ्रू द मिडल ऑफ द फील्ड एंड वी स्ट्रगल्ड इन बोथ ऑफ दोज मैचेस. तो पेप को चाहिए था someone who could break the press, and around the world who are the masters of breaking the press through the midfield. लुका मॉड्रिच है एक जो प्रेस को ब्रेक करता है. Savinho, Phil Foden, Phil, go back, go back, go back, go back, go back. कवर कर यार, कवर कर, कवर कर, कवर कर, कवर कर यार. वंडरफुल पोजीशनिंग देयर फ्रॉम Josko Guardiola. क्या क्या डिफेंडर है, क्या अटैकर है, कंप्लीट प्लेयर है Josko Guardiola. So to break those systems where managers were putting a diamond in midfield, managers were playing with two strikers and they were cutting off the passing lanes to Rodri. So Pep का plan क्या था कि Rodri, Kovacic and someone else will, and De Bruyne or Foden in the midfield, to be honest. Rico Lewis, what a pass! Savinho, yes to Van Darling, Haaland here. Ah, फिल फोर्डन का कटबैक कर सकता था, इतना टाइम था सेविन्यो के पास. यार इतने चांसेस क्रिएट हो रहे हैं. ये मैच जीतना बहुत जरूरी है फॉर आवर सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस. तो कोवासिच वाज बॉट टू ब्रेक दैट सिस्टम, टू बी ऑनेस्ट. ठीक है, लास्ट सीजन अडेप्ट करने में चला गया. देयर आर लॉट ऑफ फैक्टर्स इन्वॉल्व, बट द रियल रीजन वाज दैट पेप्स evolving tactics, to be honest. तो कोवासिच गुंडोगन का रिप्लेसमेंट था ही नहीं. Yes, Kova is really good at what he does, but he's a bit inconsistent for the likes of City. At least to be a sure shot starter. सेट पीसेस पे तो ठीक ठाक कंट्रोल कर रहे हैं. आई थिंक जो भी मेन रोल कोवासिच को लाया गया, कोवासिच वाज bought to be a box to box midfielder, but Bernardo Silva, क्या पैसन है यार. Great getting back for the team. I think Kovacic never been played in the position he's got. He was gotten for, which I always think is a box to box role. But Pep wanted a variation of things which than which Gundogan does. Wanted someone to break the press and carry the ball from the midfield. दो तीन रीजन है, क्योंकि आप प्रेस ब्रेक करते हो. द मेन रीजन, द बेस्ट रीजन इज आप प्रेस ब्रेक करते हो ड्रिबल करके. देखो Kovacic does. हालैंड को ना इजी हो जाता है बॉल्स देना. And it's easier to connect. There's a lot of space. Once you break the opponent's press, there's a lot of space. और कोवासिच स्ट्रगल वहां करता है लो ब्लॉक पे, क्योंकि लो ब्लॉक पे आपको ब्रेक करना कुछ नहीं होता है. Foden does extremely well. Bernardo Silva, this green grass ahead of him. Kovacic, Savinho, wide जाओ यार, wide जाओ. That's a great run from Savinho. That's a free kick to Sporting. PKM से Sport Freak says hi man. Hey Anurag, कैसे हो? I hope you're good. And by the way, Anurag is a Barcelona fan, and he has a channel called Sport Freak. So do check it out. He's a hardcore Barcelona fan, and that's why he's very happy कि Real Madrid तो हार रही है. Well done Cameron. Well done Simpson Pussy. And apart from that, वो one counter attack which is a mistake by Rico Lewis, अच्छा हैंडल किया. Simpson Pussy has not had any nerves. He's gone against Victor Gyökeres, who's one of the most exciting forwards Arsenal ने ट्राई किया साइन करने के लिए. Simpson Puss is done very well. फिल फोर्डन, क्या स्किल था यार. फिल फोर्डन का क्या स्किल था यार. पीकेएमसीएफ से क्या स्किल कर रहा था यार फिल फोर्डन. Yes, it isn't going to be like for like. No club should do that, but the quality should be maintained from David to Kevin, Yaya to Fernandino to Rodri. Even De Jong were really good at what they do. Exactly, quality. That's absolutely right. Quality should be maintained. Quality should be maintained. Absolutely. But Kovacic, then I think people judged him quickly. अर्लिंग हालैंड का यार लगता है फुटबॉलिंग गॉड्स नाराज है अर्लिंग हालैंड से। बॉल अंदर ही नहीं जा रहा। हाउ मेनी चांसेस दैट हेडर शुड हैव गॉन इन। PKMCFC says we are playing really well. I am so happy. But what I would say is, with a quality six, he can be really effective as a box to box, especially when we have a 10. Like feel exactly PKMCFC वही point था because वो तो mint होगा ना। अब देखो रॉड्री कोवासिच और फिल फोर्डन क्या मिडफील्ड होता था वो। दैट वुड जस्ट बी सुपर्ब। दैट वुड जस्ट बी ब्लडी फैंटास्टिक। That is what we were looking for, पर वो various reasons से नहीं हो पाया। Kovacic was bad last season, this season Rodri is injured। Savinho एक और गोल मारना चाहिए। We are playing well, but एक और गोल मारना चाहिए यार। डोमिनेंस का तो कुछ तो फायदा हो। रिको लोइस, मैटियो कोवासिच, Josko Guardiola, Matthews Nunez again, Josko Guardiola, Phil Foden, Mateo Kovacic, Josko Guardiola. Intercepted there. Positioning superb from Akanji and Simpson Posey. Josko Guardiola. PKM says yes, if Kawhi arrived a season or two earlier, he would have been much more effective. Simpson Posey driving with the ball. This is interesting. रिको लुइस, हाँ चांस था हालैंड को प्लेइंग करने के लिए। रिको लुइस, बर्नार्डो सिल्वा, कोवासिच हैज टू प्लेइंग सेविन्यो। सेविन्यो अंदर डालो यार, क्रॉस डालो अंदर। सेविन्यो, I think Savinho is just taking a touch or two more. Savinho is just thinking too much, I think. Savinho बहुत ज्यादा सोच रहा। जिरोना के साथ he was like he used to get the ball, drive at people. कुछ ज्यादा सोच रहा सेविन्यो। अर्लिंग हालैंड का ना वो हेडर, I just don't know how it didn't go in। अच्छा सेव था कीपर का, पर जाना चाहिए था अंदर। नाराज है सारे फुटबॉल भगवान, नाराज है। Pep Guardiola knows it out. Win here is really important for the morale of the team। एक और ब्राइटन के साथ मुश्किल होगा मैच, पर आई थिंक if we can get through that, then international break के बाद I think we'll get everyone back। सीजन डिफाइनिंग हो सकता है ये वीक। फिर से कितने चांसेस मेट, कितने चांस चाहिए यार अर्लिंग हालैंड को। यार कितने चांस चाहिए यार अर्लिंग हालैंड को। तीन चार चांस, क्या हो गया अर्लिंग हालैंड को। चांस अपना चांस मिस करके दे रहा है। दैट इज वंडरफुल फ्रॉम मैटियो कोवासिच देयर। सुपर डिफेंडिंग पर कितने चांस चाहिए यार अर्लिंग हालैंड को। हाँ, yes, if Kawhi arrived a season or two earlier, he would have been much more effective। पर वही था ना, सीजन और टू अर्लियर कोवासिच को प्लेस ही नहीं था ना। अर्लिंग हालैंड को स्कोर करना चाहिए था। ये वॉली टेक्निक डिफिकल्ट है, पर आप बेस्ट स्ट्राइकर हो, आपके लिए ये डिफिकल्ट नहीं है। आपके लिए तो ये आसान है। वॉली आई मीन स्ट्रेट हिट कीपर मारे आप अर्लिंग हालैंड, यू जस्ट कैन नॉट डू दैट। पर वही था ना, आई मीन यही प्रॉब्लम था ना सीजन और टू अर्लियर। अगेन I come to the dilemma। by the way, PKMCFC कोल पार्मर पे, I mean we haven't talked about this, I know, but कोल पार्मर पे what do you think, what are your views on कोल पार्मर? क्योंकि इस कम्युनिटी में यहाँ I think people have varied views on कोल पार्मर। few people are happy that, not happy, but few people think Pep has made a mistake, and few people think when you have such a good midfield, mistakes happen, and Palmer was meant to। I don't know what are your views on Cole Palmer? पर वही था ना, सीजन और टू अर्लियर सिटी का मिडफील्ड क्या था? रॉड्री, अ प्राइम केविन डे ब्रुयने, अ प्राइम बर्नार्डो सिल्वा। A prime Ikai Gundogan के Bernardo wing पे खेल रहा था, but then you get what I tell you, the options there. Phil Foden को chance नहीं मिल रहा था, so I think Kovacic would have found difficult to get into the City team. Palmer भी उसी reason से चला गया. Palmer's best position is in the midfield, and you have Gundogan, Rodri, and KDB. I think there's absolutely no chance that you get into that midfield. So, and also Palmer का पता नहीं क्योंकि what a ball, what a switch there from Foden to Savinho, one on one. Ah, that's a foul. The referee says not a foul. PKMCFC says Girona was different. Clubs didn't respect them, so no one worried when they were outnumbered by Girona. So Xavi had so much space to work with, similar to what Grealish faces at Villa compared to City. Savinho there. Wonderful touch and close control by Savinho. Bernardo Silva should have released the ball there. पर मुझे लगता है मे बी सेविन्यो का क्रॉसिंग इफ इट वाज अ बिट मोर एक्यूरेट जो है इट्स नॉट कमिंग आउट दैट्स ऑल क्योंकि अभी भी स्पेस मिल रहा है उसको इफ यू सी पेप इज वेरी गुड एट आइसोलेटिंग हिज विंगर्स वन ऑन वन सो आई थिंक सेविन्यो को स्पेस मिल रहा है अभी इट्स जस्ट इट इज नॉट एबल टू यूटिलाइज द डिलीवरी इफेक्टिवली बट वो सिर्फ 19 इयर्स का है और मिशेल जिरोना के कोच ने बोला कि he's the best. After Vinicius Junior, Savinho is the best one-on-one dribbler he's seen right now in the world. So those are big comments. PKMC suggests Palmer wouldn't have been the same at City because he wouldn't have started ahead of Kevin or Phil. He decided to go to Chelsea. Good for him, but I have no regrets whatsoever. Exactly. और पता नहीं क्योंकि पेप का जो नजरिया होता है ना प्लेयर्स को देखने का इट्स जस्ट सो मच it's just so much different. Guardiola को आपने से लेफ्ट बैक पे डाल दिया, न्यूनियस को आपने विंग आप विंग पे खिला रहे हो. मुझे मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि पेप ने हमेशा पामर को एक राइट विंगर मारेस का रिप्लेसमेंट पे देखा है. पेप हैज नेवर सीन कोल पामर in that central midfield role. I think wonderful from Cameron Simpson, Pussy, and Erling Haaland there plays it to Matthews Nunez, Bernardo Silva. I think Haaland has to go into the middle of the box to give some options there. Josko Guardiola, Phil Foden. Ah! Bernardo! Bernardo! इतना क्लोज फुटबॉल इन गॉड्स तो अजीने और क्या बैक हील था यार फिल फोर्डन का वाओ फिल फोर्डन स्लोली कमिंग बैक टू हिज बेस्ट और बॉर्नमouth के साथ भी सेम हुआ आई थिंक लास्ट मिनट पे जस्ट वाइड चला गया द सेम थिंग आई मीन इतने चांसेस यार अब एक्सजी देखो 4 या 5 होगा शायद we need to make the best of it to be honest Rico Lewis I mean, who is the player became CFC? You think that is a great switch there. Matthews Nunez. Ah, ball bar chala gaya. Who is the player you think we missed the most against Bournemouth? जिसने start नहीं किया. Who is the player according to you? I mean, इतने chances miss किए. And Victor Gyökeres scores 1-1. इतने chances miss करते हो तो ऐसे ही होगा. That's what will happen if you miss so many chances. That's what will bloody happen. Chance after chance after chance. Chances लेते ही नहीं हो and PKM says Rodri. No, apart from Rodri, of course. Apart from Rodri, a player who could have played in that game but was on the bench or something like that. Not injured. It was Cameron Simpson Pussy. I think he will learn. I think he will learn, to be honest. I think he will learn, to be honest. But the problem is goal concede किया वो problem नहीं है इतने chance थे. We should have been 3-4 nil up already. Should have been 3-4 nil up. Good finish from Victor Gaikores. PKMCFCs, but with what we had, Wright had to play or Kevin had to play at some point. Yeah, I think if it was a title decider, for example, that we had to win that game to win the title, I think Pep would have thrown in Kevin. I think Pep decided not worth the risk. Pep knows it's a marathon more than anything else. Victor Gaikor there. I mean, Erling Haaland should have taken one of those chances. Let's see और games में क्या हो रहा है, to be honest. Celtic Leipzig 1-1, Bologna Monaco 0-0, Liverpool Leverkusen 0-0, Madrid is 1-1 up. Lille is interesting यार. Lille ने मैड्रिड को हराया. लिल ने एथलेट आई मीन रियल मैड्रिड को हराया. लिल ने एथलेट को मैड्रिड को हराया. और अभी लिल इज लीडिंग अगेंस्ट यूवेंटस. मैथ्यूज न्यूनियस, फिल फोर्डन. Nunez, we need to score one more before the break. It's again a 2v2 at the back. Josko Guardiola has to rush back. Josko Guardiola is back. Well done, Josko. I think it is important Josko rushed back and covered it. Rico Lewis. Bernardo Silva. Matthews Nunez. And it's a corner for us. I think Rico Lewis एक player था जो I think if he would have played would have won against Bournemouth. क्योंकि Rico Lewis numbers I mean box के अंदर आके he just increases those numbers inside the box, inside the opponent's box, and he can invert into the midfield. तो midfield में भी extra numbers provide करता. Rico Lewis is excellent in terms of Bournemouth high press कर रही थी. Rico Lewis was one player who could take the ball there. Phil Foden. Free kick in the favor of sport in favor of Sporting. क्योंकि बॉर्नमथ ना कोवासिच को प्रेशर कर रही थी. नैरो फॉरवर्ड्स, हाई प्रेस. Kyle Walker is extremely woeful on the ball. तो the only option was Josko Guardiola और उसको कवर करना इजी था. अगर रिको लुइस आ जाता मिडफील्ड पे तो you could have progressed through Bournemouth's midfield. That is where he could have hurt them. So Rico Lewis was someone who I thought हम जीत जाते Bournemouth से if we would have played Rico Lewis. Especially since Kyle hadn't trained for the last 19 days. अगर उसने training भी किया होता ना, I think Kyle Walker cannot invert into the midfield. I think तो वो उसका strength नहीं है. So I think with Rico Lewis, I think we could have attacked Bond. We might have conceded the goals, but we could have attacked. क्या ही होता सेमेन्यो ने अब वॉकर को खिलाया फिर भी सेमेन्यो ने इतने ही गोल्स दिए. बट देन आई अंडरस्टैंड रिको लुइस वाज टायर्ड. इतने chances थे and interesting. Madrid again. Real Madrid is down 1-2 against AC Milan. Interesting. Manuela Kenji there. Josko Guardiol, Kovacic, Rico Lewis. It's been a very open game. Both the open game tha and open game and Savinho, Kovacic, Bernardo Silva, Josko Guardiol, Matthews Nunez. I think this probably could be our last attack. Time 1 2 minutes but I think we are putting so much build up into this. Ah, so much for crying for the last 8 days after Rodri won the Ballon d'Or. Madrid are a funny club. सारा इज्जत गया मैड्रिड का आई मीन जो भी कुछ रेस्पेक्ट बाकी था आई मीन आई डिडंट like Madrid but maybe a little respect for them even that is gone in my eyes of what Madrid did. If you can't competitively accept because this is sport 11 versus 11 with the ball on the field, at the end of the day you just accept whatever is the outcome and move on. That is what sport is. All right. And Madrid are just not able to even accept things. What a run by Savinho there, a great run by Savinho. Kovacic. I think it's a yellow card for Kovacic. Yes. I mean, half इतना अच्छा जा रहा था, but actually disappointed with the half, to be honest. At the end, because I thought we deserved to be. I mean, एक बार attempts देखते हैं कितने कितने attempts है, to be honest. City have had 8 shots in the match and to Sporting's 3. City have had 11 attempts on goal to Sporting's 3. Savinho does very well there. Savinho does very well. Phil Foden. Half time. Disappointed with the half, to be honest. Actually disappointed with the half. That is never a yellow. I mean, Champions League refs, I think they're a bit more strict than the Premier League ones. But I think overall, the way the halves ended, I'm actually a bit disappointed because we played that half so well, or we played that half so well, or finally you won, and I'm like so disappointed. And it's half time and I mean क्या ही बोलूं opinion is half time. I mean पहले 38 minutes it was absolutely good और फिर वो एक गोल ने डैम्पन कर दिया पूरा. PKMCF says yes I'm disappointed too. I mean, what we'll do is at halftime we'll look at the ratings of players till halftime. How did we play? This is something new that I've done. So let us actually let us actually see it. पहले Bernardo Silva. I think Bernardo Silva ठीक था. Bernardo Silva took the ball. These are half-time ratings. So Bernardo Silva took the ball off the center back. So I think Bernardo Silva का क्या है कि he had two good opportunities for shooting and stuff, and I think attacking play मैं satisfied नहीं हूँ Bernardo Silva का. I think Bernardo Silva I think I'll put him in the average this thing Bernardo Silva to be honest. We PKMCFC says we outplayed Sporting पर कहाँ रह जाता है यार कि अब इतने चांस क्रिएट करते हो और ओपोनेंट कुछ नहीं करता और ओपोनेंट एक गोल मार के चला जाता है. स्कैम नहीं बोलूंगा पर एक गोल मार के चला जाता है. और यूनाइटेड की फैंस बोल रहे स्पोर्टिंग स्पोर्टिंग रूबेन एमोरिम क्या बस पार्क किया आज अपना होम पे स्पोर्टिंग पे. For me, I think Bernardo Silva was average because I mean बॉल मिडफील्ड से अटैक लिंक करने का जो बॉल है ना, आई थिंक Bernardo Silva is just playing it too slow. Phil Foden for me in the attacking play. Phil Foden's been great. Phil Foden's been awesome. Phil Foden ने जो भी attacking ये man back heel flick to Bernardo Silva, the first goal, the way he's taking the balls on the half turn, everything's been very good by Phil Foden to be honest. ये रैंकिंग्स ना आप हाफ टाइम पे देख के ऐसे लगेगा कि हमें हमें तो 4-5 nil अप होना चाहिए स्पोर्टिंग से, पर क्यों नहीं है. रिको लुइस अगेन फॉर मी. रिको लुइस मैं बोलता हूँ रिको लुइस हैज बीन ग्रेट. आई मीन ठीक है एक मिस्टेक किया उसने पर आफ्टर दैट आई मीन जो स्विच किया उसने न्यूनेस को. आई मीन द वे ही इज अराइविंग इनटू द बॉक्स. यूनिक प्लेयर है रिको लुइस. आई डू नॉट थिंक वर्ल्ड में ऐसा रिको लुइस जैसा प्लेयर है जो वो कर सकता है जो रिको लुइस कर रहा है. राइट बैक से इन्वर्ट होना मिडफील्ड पे फिर आगे जाके अटैकिंग मिडफील्डर जैसा बॉक्स के अंदर जाना प्रेस करना. I mean, Rico Lewis is just one of a kind of player. Edison for me, nothing. I think nothing great and nothing for me. It was just an average performance because he's had nothing to do. Could not have done anything on the goal as well. Here, I mean, Sporting ने कितने shots मारा? 3 shots मारा Sporting and that's it. Nothing much with Sporting. Nothing much that Sporting did. Manuel Akanji for me, Manuel Akanji भी अच्छा था. Manuel Akanji भी again for me I would say Manuel Akanji. I mean I would not put him in great average again. कुछ खास नहीं था हमारे डिफेंडर्स को करने के लिए. One or two attacks, Akanji was in good position and stuff. Cameron Humphreys for me. Cameron Humphreys also for me average again. कुछ खास नहीं था पर Cameron Humphreys had he was the one who went one on one with Victor Gyökeres. I mean Cameron Humphreys का ना ये I mean मैं बिलो एवरेज रख सकता हूँ पर मिस्टेक था वहां कि when you go one on one with the attacker शोल्डर से अनस्टेबल करते हैं उसको so that he cannot set himself for that finish. और कैमरन हम्फ्रीज ने ही वाज नॉट स्ट्रांग इन द चैलेंज. जस्ट इमेजिन ग्वार्डियोल रहता, डियाज रहता, स्टोन्स रहता, इवन अकेंजी रहता, क्या करते शोल्डर टू शोल्डर पुश करके अनस्टेबल कर देते व्हेन यू आर टो टू टो विद द स्ट्राइकर व्हिच इज एक्चुअली नॉट डन. तो सीखेगा इसलिए एवरेज. अदरवाइज इज प्लेड सम ग्रेट बॉल्स कमिंग टू द अटैकिंग थर्ड once or twice. तो good future. I mean, good exposure, Cameron Humphreys, to be honest. Josko Guardiol मैं क्या ही बोलूँ इसको. ये तो awesome था. Josko Guardiol was just awesome. Not a single mistake. Not a single mistake anywhere. Josko Guardiol. एक भी mistake नहीं था Josko Guardiol का. Attacking third, defensive third, one-on-ones with Trincao and Victor Gyökeres a few times. Everywhere Josko Guardiol जो भी link up play था with Nunez, with Haaland, ऐसे लग रहा था Josko Gvardiol could be an attacking midfielder, could be a center back, could be everything. मुझे तो बैलेंडर पोटेंशियल लग रहा है ये. After Fabio Carvalho, I think Josko Guardiola could become the next defender to win a Ballon d'Or if everything goes well. बंदा का पोटेंशियल ऐसा है. फिर भी फैबियो कैनावारो से डिफेंडिंग करता था. Josko Guardiola वीक फुट पे गोल्स मार रहा है, बैंगर्स, असिस्ट, pressing, defense, attack, passing, incisive passing, everything. जितना बोले उतना काम है Josko Guardiola का. Kovacic for me, Kovacic. मैं कोवासिच को रखूंगा बिलो एवरेज टू बी ऑनेस्ट. वो एक ही बिलो एवरेज, क्योंकि अगेन आई मीन हमने डिस्कस किया था पीके एमसीएफसी. आई थिंक कोवासिच का ना पोजीशनिंग ठीक नहीं है. दैट इज द मेन थिंग. हिज पासिंग, हिज मूवमेंट, एवरीथिंग इज वेरी गुड. The way he's arriving at the edge of the box, सब अच्छा है. and ball progression has also been good, पर उसका positioning ठीक नहीं है. वो रिको लुइस का गोल मिस्टेक का when Victor Gyökeres ran through, Kovacic was there at the backup to cover, but Kovacic couldn't. I mean, Kovacic ने early tackle मार दिया, Gyökeres was through. There were certain situations in the game where when there were actually some situations when Kovacic could have done well, but he didn't. PKMC FC says, bro, I'm leaving for today. Hope we outscore them in the second half. Take care, bro. We'll join next watch along. Thank you, PKMC MCFC for joining us. Even though even though it's been this late, 1:32 in the morning. So I'll not say good night to you. I'll say good morning to you and have a nice sleep. Yeah. See you, mate. And again, thank you for joining the stream. It's been awesome, all of these discussions with you and stuff. Take care, bro. So Kovacic ना, I think Kovacic मुझे positioning अच्छा नहीं लगता Kovacic का. That is where I think can learn more. ऐसा नहीं है कि Kovacic एक सीडीएम नहीं बन सकता है. वो वर्ल्ड क्लास सीडीएम बन सकता है इवन दो इज 30 आई थिंक नाउ, क्योंकि सीडीएम का सारा खेल ब्रेन में रहता है. आई मीन यू नीड टू हैव द टेक्निकल स्किल्स, कोवासिच हैज दैट. तो सारा खेल दिमाग का है सीडीएम का. So I actually think Kovacic, the positioning of Kovacic is what, and I feel he is learning it, to be honest. एंड सेविनियो का इंटरेस्टिंग है. फॉर मी सेविनियो का मैं बोलूंगा एवरेज. सेविनियो का एवरेज बोलूंगा मैं, क्योंकि सेविनियो सेविनियो के पास बहुत चांसेस थे. एंड सेविनियो वाज लाइक वो फाइनल क्रॉस, ज्यादा आई मीन क्रॉस देना है, अंदर जाना है, टेक्निकल एबिलिटी एवरीथिंग इज वेरी गुड. वो फाइनल पास और क्रॉस कंप्लीट नहीं कर पा रहा है, वो फाइनल पीस ऑफ द जिगसॉ. So that is one thing about Savinho that I quite did not like. तो मैं एवरेज के लिए, आई मीन ग्रेट और एवरेज के बीच में था, और मैं एवरेज में डालूंगा सेविनियो को. बिकॉज वो जो पोजीशंस में आता था, मैं वंडर करता हूँ अगर ऑस्कर बॉब फिट है तो फिर ऑस्कर बॉब कैसे क्रॉसेस दे सकता था उस पोजीशन में. So that is what is actually with Savinho, to be honest. Matthews Nunes is for me Matthews Nunes was great. He held the width. जो भी जो भी उससे पूछा गया उसने किया. हेल्ड द विथ, गॉट इनटू द बॉक्स वन और टू टाइम्स. एक अच्छा शॉट था जिसने जो स्पोर्टिंग के कीपर ने सेव किया. सो एक्चुअली थिंक Matthews Nunes did everything that was asked of him, didn't put a foot wrong. Should maybe venture into the box a little bit more, but that I think is based on the instructions from Pep Guardiola. But generally Matthews Nunes has been very, very good. uh, Have we covered everybody? Of course, Erling Haaland को cover नहीं किया हमने. So Erling Haaland for me, जो उसका standard है, I think he's been below average. Haaland below average था. I mean, डोंट गेट मी रॉन्ग, he's got into the positions, but फिनिश कर देना चाहिए था उसको. कितने चांसेस आए थे अर्लिंग हालैंड को? 3-4 चांसेस. आई थिंक हालैंड शुड फिनिश देम चांसेस. वो तो कुछ नहीं है हालैंड के लिए. आई थिंक he's had a clear run at goal. He's had one on ones against the keeper, and जब हालैंड one on ones जाता है, you expect him to finish, to be honest. So Haaland for me, I mean, it's actually averaging between below average and piss poor for Erling Haaland, because I mean चार chances थे आपको one on one with the keeper. ठीक है, header was good, अच्छा golden clearance है, पर उसके अलावा तीन chances थे आपको one on one, and yet you did not score. अर्लिंग हालैंड थी, मैं बोलूंगा तीन चांसेस वन ऑन वन विद द कीपर. आप बोलोगे हैट्रिक मार लिया क्या? 9 out of 10 times it's a hat trick for Erling Haaland today. 9 out of 10 times 5-1 at the end of 45 minutes for City today. Acceptable nahi hai Erling Haaland ke at least half time performance, to be honest. तो हमने सबको कवर कर लिए. आई मीन हमें ऑन ऑन द पिक्चर गोल अटेम्प्ट्स देखो, एक्सजी देखो आपका, हमें लगता है कि सिटी हैव आउटप्लेड स्पोर्टिंग. मैं मानता हूँ सिटी ने स्पोर्टिंग को आउटप्ले किया, पर हम इतना ज्यादा भी आउटप्ले नहीं किए. इफ यू लुक एट द रेटिंग्स देयर, you have at least 5-7 players who are below average. And Sporting away जाते हो, when you go away to a big European team, could be Lille, it could be Sporting, it could be Atletico Madrid, it could be Real Madrid. Pick a European team, away grounds, hostile grounds. I think I think you expect at least 6-7 players to be in that great and awesome category. You do not expect average performances. Average performances are not done. और अब देखो यहाँ 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players average और below average है. ठीक है, एडरसन और अकेंजी को छोड़ दो, बट अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट एज वेल, कोवासिच और हालैंड, ये दोनों मेन रीजंस है कि हम 1-1 है. Haaland not taking his chances, Kovacic not good positioning. तो ये प्रॉब्लम है कि अब बाहर से देखो तो आउटप्लेट स्पोर्टिंग, इट इज हिज, but I think the reality is this. The reality is we were poor in converting our chances. आप अपोनेंट को आउटप्ले कर सकते हो, बट फाइनल थर्ड पे आप अपोनेंट को किल नहीं करोगे, तो यूज क्या है आउटप्ले करने का? एक्स्ट्रा बोनस पॉइंट्स मिलते हैं क्या अगर आपका एक्सजी ज्यादा है? या आपने सिटी 12 क्रॉसेस, सिटी 5-6 कॉर्नर्स, आई थिंक एटलीस्ट 4-5 कॉर्नर्स, एंड स्पोर्टिंग 0 कॉर्नर्स, स्पोर्टिंग 0 क्रॉसेस इनटू द बॉक्स. बोनस पॉइंट्स मिलते हैं क्या? नहीं. यही काउंट होता है कि आपने कितने टाइम बॉल को नेट नेट के अंदर डाला, एंड दैट इज 1-1. You can argue it's not deserved, you can argue it's undeserved and all of that, पर excuses से champions नहीं बनते भाई. आर्सेनल चैंपियन इसलिए नहीं है, आर्सेनल ने प्रीमियर लीग टाइटल अब तक इसलिए नहीं जीता क्योंकि एक्सक्यूजेस, बहाने बनाते हैं. रेफरी ने ये किया, रेफरी ने वो किया, and all of those things. The same mentality was with Liverpool fans as well, not now, but maybe before Klopp came and all of that. तो कभी भी एक्सक्यूजेस नहीं, एक्सक्यूजेस नहीं. माय थिंग इज व्हाई आर यू नॉट 4-1 अप? क्योंकि हालैंड का तीन चांस वन ऑन वन आए थे ना. बर्नार्डो सिल्वा हैड वन और टू गुड चांसेस. ये एक स्पेशली यूरोपियन फुटबॉल जंगल है. यहाँ ना हर कोई शिकारी है. आप अगर आपको चांस मिलेगा शिकार करने का, आप चूक गए तो अपोनेंट मार देगा आपको. आई ऑलवेज से दैट इन यूरोप स्ट्राइकर्स आर किलर्स. Strikers have to be killers if you have to win games. अपोनेंट ना कोई ये नहीं दिखाएगा, अपोनेंट कोई रिमोर्स नहीं दिखाएगा, उसको चांस आएगा वो मारेगा. अभी विक्टर गायकर इसको 2 वन ऑन वन आए, उसने एक मार दिया. अर्लिंग हालैंड को 3-4 वन ऑन वन आए, कितने मारे अर्लिंग हालैंड? 0. वो डिफरेंस है, वो किलर इंस्टेंट डिफरेंस है. बट एनीवे, नाउ विल एक्चुअली गो बैक. प्लेयर्स आर ऑल सेट. अभी अभी हम फुल टाइम पे देखते हैं कि जो जो भी मैंने रैंकिंग्स हाफ टाइम में दिए, वो रैंक वो चेंज होते हैं या नहीं, हम देखते हैं फुल टाइम पे. Will we have any changes or not? But Sporting will kick off. 1-1. फोर्डन ने 4th मिनट पे ही गोल मार दिया, ऐसा लग रहा है कल या परसों परसों मारा था फिल फोर्डन ने. Sporting already on the attack, and Sporting already scored 2-1. Sporting score again 2-1. Sporting score again 2-1 from the kickoff. What the hell is happening to us? Third match in a row. When was the last time we lost in Europe? I just don't know. That was a great run and a fantastic finish. हम ऐसे फिनिशिंग क्यों नहीं कर सकते? 2-1. 3 भी दे दो ना. I think it's gonna be 3-1. And it's a penalty. And it's a penalty. This is going from bad to worse from City. For City, it's a penalty. This is going from bad to worse. Clear penalty है. I think it's not a penalty, to be honest. Are they checking it? I don't know. And 3-1 to Sporting. और खिलाओ, और बर्नार्डो सिल्वा के खिलाओ मिडिल में. Play bloody Bernardo Silva in the middle. Play bloody Ilkay Gundogan in the middle. Pep. It's 3-1. एडिसन तो कभी पेनल्टी सेव ही नहीं करता. So just leave that. Again, Sporting get the ball. And again, it's a counter attack. और एक गोल दे दो ना. 4-1, 5-1, 6-1. Manuel Akanji there. At 2-1 it was possible, but at 3-1, Can we dare to dream? Sporting players down, and Akanji is also down. I think when we were leading 1-0, we got so many chances, and now this. Can we bloody come back from this? इससे अच्छा था जैकब राइट मार्को रायली उनको खिलाते. Akanji's hurt there. शायद ये भी इंजर्ड हो गया. It's just going from bad to worse. We cannot have the international break come faster for us. Victor Gyökeres has 4 goals in 4 matches. I don't know how many goals Erling Haaland has scored in 4 matches. Again, Rico Lewis mistake. I think City are gonna concede a fourth as well. It's 3-1 and क्या ही कर सकते हैं आप. I mean, just look Sporting are just dominating on the ball tactically. Pep Guardiola's, I hate to say it, but maybe he's done over. Cameron Simpson proceed as well. Bernardo Silva. Kevin De Bruyne is warming up, which actually is good news. हम बॉल ही नहीं रख पा रहे हैं. That is very well done, Josko Guardiol. Phil Foden, Rico Lewis. That's a free kick to City from a spot which is useless. That's a free kick to City from a spot which is actually useless. पता नहीं इतना क्यों आर्ग्यू कर रहे हैं from for a free kick from a spot that is absolutely useless, and it's not even a penalty. ये तो बाहर ही मारेंगे. I know this has to go in if you have to make a comeback in this game. This has to bloody go in. That was a free kick from such a useless spot, to be honest. Everyone knows. Rico Lewis. कोई chances ही नहीं create कर रहे City. It's almost like how did Rico Lewis even come out with that ball? पता नहीं यार, I don't know. At this point, we have to get the second goal faster just to have any chance. I think King Kevin needs to enter the game. I think King Kevin needs to enter the game to change something. I think Kevin De Bruyne का आना जरूरी है कुछ करने के लिए, अदरवाइज कुछ नहीं हो रहा है यहाँ. Bloody nothing's happening. Bernardo Silva. और स्लो लेके जाओ ना बॉल को. इट्स नॉट लाइक वी आर 3-1 अप, दे आर 3-1 अप. Savinho does extremely well there. कुछ नहीं हो रहा आज. I think Pep needs to make. I think Doku and Kevin De Bruyne needs to come in the game. We are just so much more passive. Matthews Nunez, Josko Guardia, बॉल ऑन ही नहीं था. And Akanji does well to cut off the counter attack. When will Pep bring in Kevin De Bruyne, Doku and all? I mean, their fitness as well. 3-1 down to Sporting. I mean, Akanji does well. That was offside anyway. Akanji does well, and time is running out. एक goal तो अब मारना. We have to we have to score a goal quickly now, just to have a chance to even get a point from this. That's a corner for City. फर्स्ट हाफ में खत्म कर देना चाहिए था स्पोर्टिंग को. I mean, it's a bloody goal kick as well. मैं सोच रहा था corner आएगा, पर it's a bloody goal kick. What do we do now with this? What do we now do with this game? There's still half an hour to go, I know, but we don't look like scoring at all. Everything's passive. In the first half, at least Haaland was getting chances. Now, no chance, absolutely no chances for Erling Haaland as well. Zero chances for Erling Haaland in this half, and I haven't seen such a stupid ball in my life than the one which Kovacic just played. What the hell was that ball from Kovacic? अब थ्रो लेने में भी 10 मिनट लगा रही है. 2-1 was still fine, but the third goal was the killer one, to be honest. Phil Foden, Savinho. ये हमेशा स्ट्राइक करने का क्यों देखता है सेविन्यो? I just don't understand. Play someone in, dude. I think that's a penalty on Bernardo Silva. अगर वो बर्नार्डो का पेनल्टी दे देते, so that would just be a lifeline for us into the game. We need a goal ASAP. VR has something. VR has something on that Bernardo issue. VR has something on that Bernardo issue. It's a potential penalty check. It's a handball. It's a clear handball. It's a clear handball. It's a clear handball. It's a clear handball. I think क्या हमें lifeline मिल सकता है यहाँ. It's a clear handball. It's a penalty. Ah, potential lifeline है शायद. Potential lifeline है. Erling. क्या बर्नार्डो सिल्वा लेगा क्या पेनल्टी? प्लीज. It's a potential lifeline, but who is the one who will take the penalty? Erling Haaland, of course. I mean, I can't watch this penalty because Haaland's not been in good goal scoring form. Haaland's not been in good goal scoring form, but we need this. We absolutely need this penalty. This could be a turning point in the match. I don't know for the season, but it could be a turning. He's bloody missed the penalty. He's bloody missed the penalty, Erling Haaland. Gone. What the hell is happening? Erling Haaland missed the penalty. What the hell is happening? He misses four one-on-ones with the keeper, and then he misses a penalty as well. F off. What the hell's happening to us? Haaland misses from 4 yards out. What the hell? Let us see the scores from the other matches. Liverpool 2, Bayern Leverkusen nil, of course. Celtic 2, Leipzig 1, AC Milan 2, Madrid 1, Lille 1, Juventus 1, Sporting CP 3, City 1, of course. Everyone will win. It's just us who will lose. Now we are not getting. That's it. The match's over. 70 minutes. And once Erling Haaland missed that penalty, the match's over, to be honest. The match gone. Erling, it's because of you that we have lost today. And Pep will not make a substitution, I know. What an opportunity that penalty was. But no. And what will you do with the free kick from that kind of position? Just anyways useless. For a moment I thought it was in, but today I do not think we'll score another goal. Yeah, Pep will not make a substitution, look at it. 15 minutes left and I don't think we'll be able to bloody do anything. 'When Erling Haaland missed that penalty, that was when our defeat was written in the stars. When Josko Guardiola gave that penalty, probably that was when our defeat was in the stars. Probably, I don't know. Jeremy Doku's coming on. Ilkay Gundogan's coming on. And now, bloody hell, we are not even able to get the ball of Sporting. Fuck this. Bernardo Silva did well for the penalty, but Erling Haaland just. He's in such a bad piece of form, Erling Haaland. And it's gonna be a fourth as well, I think. And it's a corner for Sporting. For a moment, I thought that was the fourth goal. Bloody Kovacic was not tracking the runner there. And it's another penalty as well. The game's done. The game's over. Matheus Nunes had lost his mind there. The game's over. I think the foul was outside the box, to be honest. I don't see much in that to be a penalty, to be honest, but Guy to take the penalty from the spot. And he scores. When should Edison save a penalty? 4-1. This is embarrassing now. It's just getting embarrassing now. Madrid losing 3-1 to AC Milan. City are losing 4-1 to Sporting. Look at Erling Haaland there, missing so many chances, missing chance after chance after chance. That's how you score a penalty, Erling. I don't know how we can even play. I think just call up the game, Pep. 4-1. Bloody absolutely embarrassing. It could get even more embarrassing. 5-1. Bloody score a consolation goal. Kevin De Bruyne is coming in. King Kevin. I mean, I'm just speechless with what's happening with the defeat, to be honest. This is just beyond embarrassment, if you ask me. Rico Lewis. Yeah, Rico Lewis was clearly offside. I just can't speak. As we see this 4-1. When was the last time we lost a bloody Champions League game? I can't even remember. We went away and we were 1-0 up as well. Erling Haaland had four chances. I had a cleared off the line, a penalty. And what does he do? He misses the penalty. We should have been bloody 6-1, 6-0 up in the first half itself, or bloody 6-1 up in the first half itself. But no, when Kevin De Bruyne is off it today. Look at what do we do from here? Where do we go from here? It's a third match in a row. I know it's three different competitions, but you have lost it all. You lost the third match in a row, to be honest. Your strikers just out of form. Your CDM's out of form. There's no one in there. What do you do? Jeremy Doku. Jeremy Doku does absolutely well. I think Erling Haaland, that penalty at 3-1, that would have just changed the game 3-2, and it's a completely different game. Doku does well to play in Matthews Nunes, and he's offside. Bloody! How many times is he offside in this match? Look at Kovacic there. I mean, look at Pep there playing the same old shit in midfield. Kovacic, Bernardo Silva. I mean, we should have paid that bloody 100 million for Bruno Gimenez. That's what it seems right now. You put Bruno Gimenez in the City team and we win this match. How many minutes is gonna add on? I don't know. Jeremy Doku, Rico Lewis. Matthews Nunez, he has to put a ball in. Jeremy Doku. And he's offside. Bloody hell. I think it's Erling Haaland who was offside, but anyway, whoever it is, it doesn't make any difference now. Erling Haaland's penalty miss changed the game. That's the only thing. And look at Kevin De Bruyne there. He's just not into it. It will take some time to get back from injury. We should have been out of sight in the first half itself. Give it to Kevin. Yes. It's nothing. It's nothing short of embarrassing, I would say. Where are we in the table right now? At least let us look at that. Liverpool are winning 4-0. I mean, it's of course at Anfield. City are losing 4-1, two penalties from Victor Gyökeres. Yes. And Erling Haaland missed the penalty, that is. Liverpool are top of the standings with four matches played. Sporting are second. Monaco are third. Dortmund are fourth. And that's an end to such an embarrassing half. But we are sixth in the table, and I mean it's so difficult to get in the top eight, right? Because you see, Real Madrid are 17th in the table. Then Barcelona, maybe they'll get to 9 points, and they'll come to sixth maybe. So two wins, one draw, and one loss. I think each team has to play 8 matches. I think, right? It's interesting. Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Atletico Madrid. No one's there this time. Atletico Madrid is just like 3 points. So it was a really embarrassing match, I would say. In 4-1, I think Pep will need to have a long, hard look at the squad. To be honest, Pep will need to have a long, hard look at the squad, and you know what, who he picks for the next match against Brighton. I mean, nothing's happened that will dent the season or something. This is fine, but I just think that Pep needs. I mean, the international break I know cannot come faster for Pep Guardiola. Pep needs to have a long, hard look at the team and who he will play, because not many mistakes are allowed. I mean, it's all due to us not having Rodri. Rodri is so pivotal at how we play, and I think you could attribute a similar thing to certain teams, like you remove the CDMs or some or people out of their teams, and teams will struggle. You remove Van Dijk from Liverpool, Liverpool will struggle. So I think but the frustration is us knowing it and not signing a replacement for Rodri. That is the frustration. And look at the form of Erling Haaland. Today, even that is not the frustration. Today, the frustration is Erling Haaland having so many chances and not able to put the bloody ball in the back of the net. Erling Haaland missing a penalty. When was the last time you saw Erling Haaland miss a penalty? I've not seen Erling Haaland miss a penalty at all. That is what we are up against. Anyway, guys, thanks a lot for joining me, and it was a very bad half of football if you're a City fan. Anyway, see you all, guys, and take care.